Hello, my lovely air sign, my Geminis, my gems. This reading is for the week of April 22nd through April 29th, 2019. This is for wherever Gemini may fall in your chart. Of course, Sun, Moon, and Rising will pull in the stronger energies. Apply accordingly or not at all. This is not a tarot reading. It is a Cartomany reading. The cards just really spark intuitive messages for me from my spirit guides. Spirit messages may not align with the cards drawn, and being a general reading, not all messages will apply to all. And me being the Queen of Clovers, that is me there, my readings tend to be less romantic and more life and craft and action readings, unless I use my red deck. I am not using my red deck today. I am using my trusty, tried, and true baby blue deck. I love this deck. It fits in my hands. Ooh, sticky. Alright, sometimes when I do Gemini readings, the cards stick together. It's a twin thing, I think. They make me do that to the cards when they want me to unstick the cards for them. My gems. My gems. They're so beautiful. Geminis, believe it or not, if Gemini's onto something, you probably didn't see them for Easter. They really are a little focused on things right now. That, I'm working on something energy. So what we have here is we're going to do Easter weekend, coming out of Easter weekend, going into the work week, a little advice here in the middle, and on the bottom will be something to look forward to, the weekend energies. I had to make myself a cup of coffee for this reading because Gemini, what are you working on? I just realized that I had to make a cup of coffee. John Wayne is my favorite Gemini. 6'4", the quiet man. Oof. Imposing. Geminis feel a little imposing right now, and it's not because like imposing like a statue, imposing like I am down to work. Like John Wayne in The Searchers. Gonna kill him some Indians for real. That's what that movie's about. It's a really good movie though, because it really forces you to think about what side you on, John Wayne. John Wayne. Oof. All right, Geminis, my twins. In that movie, Searchers, he actually had to play both sides. He had to feel like the hero and the villain all at once. John Ford, great director. Okay, John Wayne, let's not talk about you since you are in the ether and the heavens and doing whatever 6'4" heroes do. But let's talk about the Geminis and their Easter weekend. Boy, Geminis, they do not like to miss a party. A party for them is like two people sitting around drinking, smoking, having a cigarette together, just to chitter-chatter on what's up with life. Be nice to a Gemini, be open to a Gemini, and they will talk to you forever. Of course, most air signs do, but Gemini will actually listen and engage. Not to say the other signs don't, but this is what I'm feeling about Gemini right now. They're going to listen and engage with you in those conversations. Gemini air energy is not very swordsy to me right now. It's absorbent. They want to take in whatever the wind is blowing their way, whatever they're blowing to you or them. Ooh. Okay, when I did the Easter reading for my Geminis, which I did not post any Easter readings, but when I did my Easter readings for my Geminis, they forgot it was Easter. They're focused on so many other things and looking in 8 directions, because that's what the twins do when they look in 4 directions. And they just didn't ask for any time off. They're working. They're getting in. Their weekend, they put in hours. And if they didn't work their job, they planned something that they couldn't cancel once they realized it was Easter. But it worked out for them. They have the 8 of Pentacles, 8 of Diamonds here, the 4 of Diamonds, and the Jack of Hearts. Well, they were working away, something that made them very harmonious and happy inside. They did have some stability with their finances coming in, and that really just warmed their hearts, even though it was Easter weekend. Okay, so the Joker in my deck is a new beginning. It is a leap of faith. So the 9 of the 8 to the 9 of Pence is really a good win. You're just going to keep going with this. Whatever happened on Easter weekend with whatever you are working on, it is going well and it's taking you in a direction. There's this, because this Joker is in the reverse position, a leap of faith is still something you must do. Whether or not you see danger, it's all going to work out in the end. And a little air card for you. Harmoniously air. Gemini had a great Easter weekend, just ending with that 8 of air. And they're just loving it. I mean, they're a little disappointed they missed Easter weekend because they love those conversations around the campfires and such, but they just could not do it this weekend. All right, so the work week, what do you have coming up? Oh, you got some fire coming up. It's not bad. It is a fire message. This is fast energy. This is just speeding things up. You're going to be happy about it and harmonious about it. And it's really going to get you to a new idea, a new fresh starting idea with this 8 of air, with this ace of air coming with this 8. These are dark cards and they can be considered burdens. The Clovers as well, since they're not heartsy and they're not air cards. But this new air idea is just going to make all this week much better. And if they're burdens, you're doing okay with them. You may have stuff holding you back or bills to pay, but it's okay. And this ace, this is a new idea, a new concept. It's really just going to help with everything that's speeding up. It's going to slow things down a bit for you and make things more manageable even. So what's going to happen in the middle? What's going to happen this week? I do have a fresh financial start, maybe a new source of income that you're really pondering, that you're really getting to. Being an ace of earth more than an ace of air, it's less of an idea, more of like, filling out the paperwork for a new job because you're winning this. You're really accomplishing a big commission maybe from work, a success at work, a legal win if you're a lawyer, a surgery where the patient should have died and the patient came out just happy as a clam, completely alive and awake, by the way. It's a win, and it's something you got paid for too. So it's a doubly satisfying, and the twins love everything doubly satisfying, and that's why you end up in your full energy of the air sign by the end of this week. You're just going to stand in your power, and you're just going to be able to communicate like a Gemini should and stay on point. And you're going to be able to alter yourself to be able to do what you need to do and get done what you need to done, because you have some convincing to do, but you got it under control. What do you need to know to get through whatever I was just talking about, convincing to do? You got an idea that's like passionate as you sharing with somebody. This is writing it on the cocktail napkin and then sharing that napkin with other people. It's just going to warm your heart. You are going to need a little assistance from a king of fire. It would be an Aries sign, a royal Aries sign. Think go to mom or dad, auntie, godmother, somebody in your life is going to help you through this. And it's a fire sign, and it might just be the person you sell that house to that gets you that big commission. But whatever it is, you're going to need to pay attention to that fire sign to get this done, to really just get that win, that big commission. And you're going to have to do it with a loving energy. And don't lay it on too thick. I did notice these 2 hearts. Sometimes I notice them, sometimes I don't. Don't lay it on too thick. Even though this fire sign can be jumping and hippity-hoppity, you need to kind of hold it back a little, because I think you're in charge of the paperwork. But that is how you're going to get through the work week. It doesn't look too shabby. Not a lot of projects going on, but outside of what you're actually doing for work every day, I kind of expect that from a Gemini, being able to just chameleon their way through things. Being the twins means they have a double personality, and they can just sit in whichever one applies to get the job done, to get them where they need to go. And this is absolutely what they're doing. So what do we have the weekend for Gemini? The weekend we have the 5 of spades, the 5 of air, the 3 of air, the 4 of air, and the 5 of clovers. Ooh, okay. After the weekend, after the week, you're going to have a great week. You're going to have to do some mopping up afterwards. It's like you had to throw a party to impress the boss, and now your mom is pissed at you for breaking the china or not vacuuming up all the confetti. at the house party you had. It's you have a lot. You have to talk your way out of this for sure. You have it. It's not going to be easy because I see a list up 5, down to the 3, and then up to the 4. You're going to be able to rest with this, whatever this is that you're taking on. A lot of my spirit guides are holy warriors, so I tend to see a lot of battles in the 5s. In the main action of the journey, wherever your 1 through 10 is taking you at the time. And so this is going to be not too battle-licious because your upside down cards are the 2s. So you're going to be able to come out as a little easier than awful. It's not even going to be awful, I fear, because you understand air. And fire may be a little foreign to you, but you just worked with an Aries this week, and you really got around that trouble and at work, and it's just going to float along nicely this weekend because you know what to do now. So if you're in that selling position next weekend too, or that position to really get the job done, I feel like a lot of selling, a lot of salesmanship, a lot of presentation, that kind of presentation feeling, which comes with the air, though. Speaking, using your voice is important, and it's going to be something, and it's not going to be that slow, but it's not going to be that fast because this is just an accentuating card. In the end, it's all going to come out pretty well, but you're going to have to dig deep to get through the weekend. It's not going to be a party weekend. It's not 420 weekend. It's not the Green Moon weekend. What is Gemini up to? I feel like I should pull another card for Gemini. I'm not just shuffling here to think. Sometimes I do, but this is actually to think. This reading is getting a little long, 11:41. Okay, one more card for Gemini. I feel like they need this Gemini because they don't always dig deep. Gemini sometimes can be a little superficial. They're very flashy dressers and new shoes and ooh, a girl with all her accessories together. I mean, that's a Gemini. Ooh, 5 of Hearts. It just seems like everything's going to be a little tough next weekend. Stick to your air energy that you're going to pick up during this week. You're going to absorb a lot of air energy from this win at work that you're going to get to. And you're going to need it for the weekend next weekend to get through. And that's what I'm seeing for you, Gemini, for this week. It's not a party weekend. And even if you're partying, it's going to have some kind of long-term benefits in love, in passion, you know, your passion projects, and even in your ability to just speak to another person. So this is a great reading for you. Even though the weekend coming up might be a little tough, just get ready for it because you have the energy coming to you to get ready for it. So I'm not even worried for you, and you shouldn't be worried either. So that is it, my gems. I am the Queen of Clovers, Brigid. I will see you next week, and let's see how you come out of that tough weekend. I don't think it's going to be as tough for you as it looks just because of all the air there for you. I think you're going to be fine. All right, and thank you, gems.